Hi, are you returning to office with a team that has been working really great in a remote environment? If you're finding yourself as a leader, but on the fence, seeing both the company's reasons for bringing everybody back in, and yet also understanding why the people who report to you would really rather just go ahead and stay home, why do they have to come in anyway? This can be a real challenge for you. You want to step up, you want to be that leader, and you also want to be empathetic. You want your people to see you as being on their side. What are you supposed to do? Which side of this are you supposed to be on? My name is Amy K. Watson. I help to coach leaders who are just like you, really good people who just want to do the right thing, both for the organization and for those people who are reporting to you. This kind of situation is happening a lot around probably the globe. At least a lot of my clients are experiencing it. What we sometimes fail to recognize is that this is actually a change management challenge. You might be seduced into thinking this is a situation where there's one side or the other that you're supposed to be on, but it's really about change management, especially if returning to office is not a decision that you can make for your team. If that decision is out of your hands and they're going to have to go back anyway, you're really looking at a change to manage. So what I would recommend that you do is lean on the work of William Bridges. He wrote a book called Transitions many years ago. Fantastic book for you to check out. Part of what he talked about is that in any major change, the change can happen really quickly. For instance, today we're 100% remote. Starting Monday, we're going to be going into the office 3 days a week. So that can happen over a weekend. But there's a transition that happens inside the person. And that can take a lot longer. That transition is characterized by three important stages. At least 3 days a week in the first stage, and that's normal, and it feels right. And we're all working 100% remote, but we like it. Between, it's working. There's this thing called a some transition zone or a neutral zone, and that just sucks. In the neutral zone, yeah, we're doing what we're supposed to do, but we're looking over our shoulders at the place that we came from, thinking about, oh, that was better. I wish we could do that. We're dragging our feet. We're finding all of the problems with having to work in the office a few days a week. We're experiencing a crappy commute and we're complaining about it. There's emotions that are going haywire. Some days are good, some days are really bad. Some days we're angry, some days we're sad, some days we're just cranky and we don't know why. And whatever we do, it can be really easy to find the problems in it. People start getting on each other's nerves. So all of that is really normal and it's characteristic for the neutral zone. So if you are finding yourself leading a team at a time when you're going to be returning to the office at least a few days a week, whether you like it or not, you really can support your people by helping them to acknowledge the fact that they are experiencing losses. That old world that they are leaving behind had some real, actual, tangible benefits. So when you're meeting with them, whether in a group or one-on-one, help them to bring to the surface what it is that they know they are going to be losing. The next thing you can do is to help them to anticipate that over the next few weeks or possibly months, it can be a bumpy ride. There's going to be days when it just doesn't work for them. They're going to want to go back. They're going to feel like crap, or they're going to feel angry, or they're going to feel sad. And that's all normal. Let them know that that's normal. At the same time, it's going to be important for you as the leader to keep advocating for the change. And that can be really difficult, I know, because we've already established that you're feeling ambivalent about it. It's okay. You don't have to pretend to be in favor of a change that you're actually feeling ambivalent about. What you do need to do is advocate for the reasons for the change, even as you acknowledge your own ambivalence. So you might even say to somebody, yeah, I get it. I also really enjoyed working from home and I'm going to miss that. On the other hand, it's going to be really great for us to be able to be together physically. It's going to offer us some opportunities to relate to one another in person in ways that we haven't been able to do for the last couple of years. We are going to be able to actually go to lunch together when we want to. We're going to be able to just drop by and chat for a couple of minutes in the morning or to share a cup of coffee. We're going to be able to have those impromptu meetings in the hallway that help us to know what's going on in the company. We haven't been able to do that for the last 2 years. So make your own list of the real advantages of working together. Try to remember as much as you can. What was it like 2 years ago when suddenly we were all at home and we were going through that neutral zone between being in the office as normal to being at home as normal? And then what you can do is you can start to prepare your folks. It could be a few weeks or possibly months before it starts to feel normal to be in the office a few days a week. Eventually, they're going to start to feel, though, like that is normal. It's going to happen eventually. It took us at least a year, maybe a year and a half before we started to feel like being at home was normal. So it might take that long feeling like being in the office is normal, but we will get there. And you can convey that with some confidence and also just some patience that, yep, we're going to be on the roller coaster until then. And I'm with you. So that's what I have for you today in this video. If this worked for you, please give it a thumbs up, the guide down below. That really helps me out, lets me know that you really want to see more content like this, more managerial, sort of helpful hints. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below and anything else you might have a question about that you'd like for me to talk about, and subscribe if you want to. All right, until the next one, be good to yourselves. Bye.